So the devs behind Spellbreak have been hard at work with patch notes for this game, and I believe last night or maybe early this morning they just released a new set of patch notes. I wanted to make a really quick video for you guys just to kind of get everything into one smaller condensed video because there's a lot of notes here. It's not too many crazy differences in terms of like gauntlets, but a lot of balancing in terms of like the ruins and even a couple of the classes too. So I wanted to go over that with you guys just to get the bulk of it in. I'm not going to be going over everything because there's a lot of bug fixes and stuff. So if you want to like know all the little details and stuff like that, if you want to know all the little changes about every little tiny thing, I'm gonna have a link down below in the description of the actual Reddit post, also to their Twitch page where they did a live stream answering a couple more questions if you guys want to check that out too. All right, so this is patch 0.17, so we're gonna go down the list here, see what's good, what's not. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna be going over everything, just the things that I feel like are really important to me. Again, everything's going to be down below in the description if you guys want to check out the full patch notes over on their Reddit. All right, so right off the bat, one of these first bullet points that they made here, overhaul to the projectile interaction matrix, which is just, you know, when two big spells clash together at the same time. There were a couple instances like certain things like boulders being able to be destroyed by like, you know, like a small ass bolt of lightning, or one of the pools of like the poison gauntlet. I felt like it was kind of stupid, kind of I was always wondering why that was the case, but it looks like they fixed that now. So boulders can now only be destroyed by other boulders, and then there's someone who uses the earth gauntlet a lot. That's really fucking nice to see. I like that. Lightning collides with fireball and the fireball keeps going. Interesting. All right, so we got only one change for the gauntlet, which is the earth gauntlet. So it says slow down the base velocity of the earth spell to minimize network desync issues. This was something that was kind of annoying too. Whenever you go up against another person using the earth gauntlet, like the basic attack, usually what it's supposed to look like is like an earthquake, like an earth shatter, like shooting towards an opponent, but usually it just kind of looks like a straight line that just blinks into existence, which was always super disorienting. So like, so half the time I would feel like I would dodge an attack, but I really wouldn't because the way that the move travels. So I guess since they're slowing down, I don't know if this is going to affect how consistent it is in terms of hitting opponents. Maybe it'll be less consistent now, but I mean, if it's gonna visually look easier to tell, okay, where it's going and how did I get hit or what did I get hit by, I guess that's a good thing. All right, so teleportation Rune got a big ass nerf. Increased cooldown from 20 seconds increase cooldown to 20 seconds from 12 seconds, and decrease the max range from 6,000 to 4,000. So teleportation was definitely really fucking annoying. People would be blinking in and out of fights pretty quickly. I was definitely abusing that shit a little bit too. So having the cooldown doubled almost and the range reduced is probably the best thing they could definitely do, especially if you have things in this game that could like stack the charges for the ruins. Something like this would always get really fucking annoying. So I'm glad that they changed that. Chronomaster Rune, probably the most useless rune in the entire fucking game, got a little bit of a buff. Lowered cooldown time from 30 seconds to 25 seconds, lowered the time rewound from 5 seconds to 4 seconds, increased the duration of heal from 3 seconds to 4 seconds, no longer prevented from moving during the heal. So that's really good because half the time, like, if you're in a big fight and then you're in the very middle of the fight and you use the Chronomancer Rune, you have to stand still if you want to get the benefit of getting your health back. It doesn't just automatically, you know, give you your health back. You have to sit there and wait for a few seconds, which was really, really dumb. Because if you're in the middle of a fight, as soon as someone sees you teleporting there and you're standing still, chances are they're just gonna hit you again, and you're gonna lose all the health that you just got. So that was always a huge waste and kind of weird in my opinion. So I'm glad that they're buffing this because it's definitely bottom tier in terms of the runes that they had. Remove snowfall boots from the treasure system. This item was garbage, so I'm glad that they took that out. I used it a couple times, but it didn't have much use. So they definitely need to do something with that. So I'm glad they took that out for now. So they added a new item, added the Amulet of the Vandal. Rare 15% of damage, ignores target's armor. So I guess that's pretty good. I guess it kind of has a very similar property to the crack shot class. So I guess that's cool. They're adding more items. Since they changed Amulet of the Leech, the old Leech would leech 30% of damage done as HP and 20% as mana. So it looks like they just took out the mana portion of it. I guess that was kind of stupid. I don't know. I guess that's okay. All right, so this is yeah, there's a lot of changes to the classes. All right, let's go. Frostborn, Frozen Alacrity. Speed gain from Frozen Alacrity is now removed if the the Featherfall Ruin is oh my god, thank you, Jesus Christ. This thing was broken as fuck, dude. This shit right here, this combo, Frozen Alacrity and Featherfall Ruin, that shit was hella broken. I'm so glad they're taking that out. That shit real, yo, they needed to take this. It was definitely fun to watch people like snipe people out of the sky like they're fucking god, but at the same time, if you're in the match with somebody like that and you're not a good sniper, you're not gonna win that fight. There were so many times I would get to the final circle with me or one other person, and he'd be doing some shit like this, and there was literally nowhere for me to go, because you can't hide from someone like that. They can literally go from point A to point B in like just a few seconds, and then they'll snipe you out of the sky. It was so stupid. So I'm glad they're taking this out. Thank you, God. This shit was broken. All right, Scholar. All right, I don't use Scholar, so I'm gonna kind of skip over this. If you want to pause the video and read it real quick, you can. Like I said, I'm not going to be going over everything, but it is what it is, so let's keep on going. Stone Shaper, Earthbind has been removed. I'm glad they removed that, because it was kind of useless. I didn't really like that. I didn't think it was all, I personally didn't think Earthbind was all that great. I never ran into too many people using this, so maybe that's why. And when I used it, I didn't feel like I gained much of an advantage, so I'm glad they're taking that out. Added Rock Slide, so I guess this is replacing Earthbind. Description: increase the length of the earth spell by 15, 30, 45%, but decreases its damage by 30, 25, and 20%, and makes it bounce off obstacles instead of colliding. Whoa. So it looks like this has, that's interesting. So like you can, it bounce. I want to see what that looks like. What is this animation gonna look like, making a giant boulder bounce off of obstacles? I want to see what that's gonna look like. That could be interesting. Tempest, another class I never use, so we're gonna skip over that. If you want to read it right now, you can pause the video and read it. If not, it's gonna be in the description. Let's keep on going. Crack Shot. Empowered, increase your damage by 30% if your mana is full. That was the old one. The new one, deal 30% more damage with a single spell after. Oh, okay, this is really good. It was way too easy to cheat the system to get this extra 30% of damage, which was always really annoying, because you could blow up people so quickly with this. If you had like a legendary flame or a legendary lightning with conduit, oh god, you would get deleted. That was really fucking annoying. High velocity, old, increased projectile speed by 50 to 75 and 100%. New one increases it by 30, 60, and 90. I don't know why they're decreasing this. I kind of felt like it was okay, but it's whatever. Bulwark, removed close encounters. Much like Empowered and Squall above, close encounters was just too easy to keep on for the amount of damage it gave. It also led to some confusion about the class role. I don't agree with that. I felt like it was okay, but that's fine. They're adding transference. Description: leech 30, 45, and 60% of damage done to armor. Okay, hold up. You take their armor and bulk up. So does this take their armor and give it to you? That's kind of cool. That's actually pretty cool. I like this. Now I'm thinking about it, I like that. This was, I didn't see too many things wrong with that, but I do like this a lot better, being able to steal their armor, because a lot of people will only fight if they have like a shit ton of armor, and that's it, and I guess kind of annoying. So it's nice to have this here. This makes Bulwark a little bit more viable if you want to go for the more tanky route. I like that. Pyromancer, Born of Fire. Oh boy. Become immune to your fireball explosions and heal 2, 4, and 6 HP per second while standing in fire. That's the old one. The new one is now been changed to become immune to your fireball explosions and heal 4, 8 to 12 HP every 2 seconds while standing in your fire. So they're keeping the rate the same, but they're making it so there's a delay every 2 seconds per second. So there's an extra second delay from when you walk into the fire, but the rate is about the same. So I guess this is I guess it's for those people who can't just run into random pools of fire in between fights and just start healing for no reason. You kind of actually have to sit there and strategically plan when you're gonna heal and when you're not. So I guess that's a decent balance. I think Pyromancer's fine, but that's fine too. New visual changes, new animation for the Featherfall Ruin. That's cool because the animation right now looks like garbage. Added an effect for the Wolf's Blood, Featherfall, and Shadow Step Ruin. These are still works in progress. I definitely want to see that. I want to see that because some of the animations were kind of weird. So that's cool. Map updates, fix another floating chest. I haven't seen too many of those. Obtained it. Yeah, so this is just, bug fixes and stuff. That's pretty much the big bulk of changes. Most of this is just classes, it looks like. And they changed the Earth Gauntlet a little bit. Everything else is just bug fixes. Players will now drop their items when they disconnect from a match. That's nice. There was a couple times where you would be playing against someone in squads, and if you down them and they just quit out the game, then you wouldn't get their loot. This was definitely really frustrating. I'm glad they're fixing that. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna go over all the. This is a big ass. Look at this. Like, this is a long ass list of bug fixes. So you guys can check this out on your own time. That was the big bulk of basically what's going on in terms of what's changing in this game. They're doing back-to-back updates that are pretty beefy. These last two updates, 16 and 17, have been pretty decently sized patches. So I'm assuming they might be leaving closed alpha soon. If they're doing these big updates so quickly back to back, I'm assuming they're going to be leaving closed alpha soon, or at the very least they're going to be lifting the NDA so I can actually talk and stream and play this game on for you guys. That's what it's looking like, because they're definitely showing a lot of stuff on right now. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'm going to be doing these updates for patches every now and then whenever they do talk about it. Link down below, like I said, of the Reddit page and then their Twitch where they have like Q&As and stuff like that if you guys want to check that out. That's pretty much it for this video. If you guys liked the video, hit me with a comment in the comment section below. I'm not gonna be asking for likes and subs and stuff. I feel like it's really weird. Don't y'all think it's weird to be asking for likes and subs in 2019? Like, it feels weird to hear. I hate hearing it and I hate saying it, so I'm not gonna say that anymore. But if you liked the video, let me know in the comment section. That's what I want. I want y'all to comment if you enjoyed the video, or any questions that you might want to ask me or have in a future video from me or whatever. Let me know in the comment section below. I'll hit you guys up in there, and that's about it. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. All right.